Lesbian bed death. Here we are again. This topic is still highly debated in the lesbian community since it was coined back in the 1980s. Some lesbians think it's a thing and others don't. So let's hear this clip from the Made It Out podcast.
Lesbian bed death is not about being people think it's about women having a low sex drive. That's not what it's about. Lesbian bed death is about the fact that when two women get together, they often merge, they become...
And I have some answers for you, so maybe we can finally put this to rest, but probably not.
I'm so enmeshed that they lose all polarity. Because when you start dating a woman, you go, oh, I want to wear your clothes, I want to look like you, I want to dress like you, let's go watch this chick flick, let's go paint our nails the same color, and you lose all the charge. That's what...
This definitely doesn't apply to a lot of lesbian couples that I know of, but maybe some. I don't wear my wife's clothes that much. It's really funny to go through and read the comments on this thread. But what she's referring to here is just enmeshment in general, which a lot of lesbian couples do struggle with. It's just too much togetherness sometimes and no time to really miss each other. And this does create less attraction for some couples, but not all, because we do enjoy novelty. Now, straight couples do deal with this too, but they call it roommate syndrome. But I can tell you what I believe the real issue is, because I'm a couples therapist. I work with a lot of lesbian couples. I study research on sexual health. Maybe we can finally put this issue to rest once and for all. But you have to forget everything you thought you knew about sex and this idea that arousal should just happen automatically if you really love each other and if you're attracted to each other. The problem is actually how we understand desire and how our sex drive really works. If you read Emily Nagoski's work in Come As You Are, she talks about spontaneous desire versus responsive desire, and how spontaneous desire, which is what most men have, is seen as the norm in society. And if you don't have spontaneous desire, then you have a low sex drive. And it's just not true. I did an entire video about this last year. If you want to go back and watch it, I will link it in this video. So spontaneous desire is an interest in sex that seems to just sort of show up out of the blue. It's the interest in sex that comes up before any external stimuli even happens. And this is assumed to be the norm in our culture, but Nagoski says that only about 15% of women experience this type of arousal. 15%. See, nothing is wrong with you. By the way, it's 75% for men who experience spontaneous arousal. And by the way, I'm Katie Sloan, a licensed therapist. Please subscribe to my channel and comment if you have anything to add to this discussion. Now, more women have what's called responsive desire, which is arousal that occurs once a woman is stimulated by something external outside of her. Most women respond to desire rather than having the urge for it. What this means is that more women get aroused once the sexual experience starts to happen, but it has to be triggered by something. So let's piece this together to figure out how this would work with two women who are together in a relationship. If both women have responsive desire instead of spontaneous desire, which is highly likely, and if they're both just waiting for the urge to want sex, they might go a really long time with some dry spells and think something is wrong. They might then define themselves as having lesbian bed death or falling out of love, when in reality, nothing is wrong with them. They just don't understand how to tap into the arousal response within themselves and to each other. Also, think about this. If both women have responsive desire, that means neither person is initiating sex because neither person feels like it. So when I work with lesbian couples and explain this to them, there is a sense of relief. Then we start talking about how much they would like to be having sex, and there's no normal amount to be having sex. Every couple is different. I've heard couples say that they want sex 3 or 4 times a week. I've heard some say 3 or 4 times a month. I've heard some say twice a year. There's no norm. You have to figure out for yourself what is normal for you and your partner. Then we talk about each person taking turns initiating some romantic encounter so the arousal can kick in. Let's just watch the rest of this clip.
Yeah.
Straight relationships end up there too, eventually.
Yeah, you're so right.
So I would so much rather be with a woman and have the emotional intimacy.
Yeah.
And deal with that regardless.
Then Mal says she would rather have the emotional intimacy regardless. And that's really sweet. But Mal, you can have both. There are solutions to this issue, and it's relearning what you have been taught about the female sex drive. I'm excited to see this entire episode when it comes out. I really love this podcast. They're doing a great job with it. You can watch all of my sexual health videos in my YouTube playlist right here. I'll leave a link. Thanks for watching.